Welcome, guys. Welcome to episode 3. When it comes to peak performance, recovery, and overall health, nutrition is key. It's the foundation. I've always said that. But supplementation, that's what fills in the gaps. So today, I'm going to go break down some of the key personal supplements I take and why they matter and how they can benefit athletes and in general health. But remember, what I take works for me. But every individual has different needs based on their lifestyle, health, and goals. So let's get into it. First and foremost, cardiovascular health. The number one I take is CoQ10. It's essential for heart health, energy production, and it helps with endurance and recovery. I'm just going to go over basic stuff, each one of these does. Otherwise, I can sit here for 2 hours going over this stuff. The next one I take is TMG, trimethylglycine. It supports methylation and liver function and great for cardiovascular health as well. As athletes, we need everything to take that we can take and do for cardiovascular health. If we don't have our heart, we have nothing. Heart and brain, okay? So that I'm going to list down below. Next one up on the list is DHEA. It helps with hormonal balance, supports energy levels, and combats stress-related fatigue. Plus, it also helps free up free testosterone. Next on the list is fish oil, very important. Supports heart health again, reduces inflammation, and improves joint health and function. So for my longevity and anti-inflammation, I can never pronounce this properly, resveratrol. It's a powerful antioxidant for anti-aging, cardiovascular health, and cellular repair. That one, I could really feel the difference when I started taking it, and I started that maybe about a year and a half ago. Next one here is niacin. Helps with blood flow, cholesterol regulation, and again, cardio function, because it keeps everything flowing through your arteries, capillaries, blood, veins, everything. Next one, crucial for immune function, bone health, and hormone regulation, vitamin D. We all need a vitamin D. A lot of people do not get enough sun, so you need to supplement vitamin D. I actually myself, I take 10,000 IUs a day. It's between 5 and 10,000, depending on when I get my labs done. So let's now go to gut health. I've always taken something for digestion, or anytime you take any kind of antibiotics, you need probiotics. So the one I take, and I am not affiliated with any supplement company, so don't think that I'm pushing anything. I just go with one brand that's worked for me, and I've stuck with them. I'm not even going to name the brand, but they're very good quality, and the prices are great. So for gut health, I use PB8. It supports, obviously, digestion, gut health, and overall immune function. I could really feel a difference when I put that in. I thought for a long time that supplement was honestly bullshit, but a friend of mine suggested it to me, and I was like, all right, let me try it. And my stomach has honestly been better than ever. I don't have any digestive issues anymore. There'd be a lot of times where things would just get backed up, wouldn't digest properly. I've tried all sorts of papaya enzymes, digestive enzymes. It didn't work, but PB8 actually really worked. The next one, vitamin E, helps protect cells from oxidative stress, supports skin, heart health, and obviously eye health as well. So let's get into hair, skin, nails. A lot of guys don't think about this, but guys, you got to think about this. You want to take care of your hair, your skin, your nails. And I mean, most importantly, women, you guys need this. Even as men, we can take biotin. I take biotin. It supports your health, your hair, your skin, your nails, and it also actually aids in metabolism as well. The next one I hear and I take is folic acid. At the end of this video, I'll actually, put up a picture of all the ones that I take. So you see, it's all in my cabinet. Folic acid. what's good for is essential for red blood cell production, DNA repair, and just overall function. So, as people who are diabetics, and I am one, there's one supplement that's really good for nerves and just being diabetic in general is alpha lipoic acid. It helps support glucose metabolism, nerve function, liver health. It does a lot for the body. A lot of people really don't put that in their diet. Even if you're non-diabetic, you can use it. It's great. Another one I used a lot of times when I was getting ready for shows was ashwagandha. And L-tyrosine, that just came on the top of my head. But L-tyrosine I'd keep towards the end of the show when I was very, very stressed and tired. But that ashwagandha helps reduce stress. It balanced out cortisol levels and improved my energy, improved my mood. It kind of kept me more focused as I was getting closer to the show. And this can be used for anybody in general as well. For strength, performance, and muscle recovery, here's a few that I take. Crealkaline. I don't take regular creatine. It really bloats me. So the crealkaline, which is buffered creatine, you don't get the bloat. You don't get that water retention. It helps muscles for strength, endurance. There's more studies out even showing how much more creatine really actually does for the body, but I'll get into that another time. I don't want to make this another 30-minute long video. Last but not least on this section is magnesium, and there's multiple different magnesiums. I take one that has a combination of different magnesiums, so it's called triple magnesium. It's great for muscle relaxation, sleep, and nervous system. So you get all three different ones. I will break down those three different ones in future episodes. Another one for health and even immune system function, testosterone production, and just recovery in general is zinc. That's very crucial. During the whole crazy times that we had in the past 5 years when everything went down in 2019, I kept zinc high, very high, 100 milligrams in the morning, 100 milligrams at night. And I was taking glutathione. I was lucky enough to have glutathione shots. I was taking about 600 milligrams every other day, plus vitamin C. I would keep vitamin C at around like 4,000 to 5,000 milligrams. I did not get once, and I traveled everywhere through the whole, whatever you want to call it, that C virus. So going on to vitamin C, it supports immune function, obviously, and it helps with stress and recovery. With my athletes, or just anybody in general, at least 1,000 milligrams a day. When you're getting ready for shows or you're training hard, you deplete these very easily. So I would keep myself, and this is just for me, I'm not suggesting anybody else takes this much, but you can, because it's water soluble. It will be pissed out. I would at least keep it at 3,000 because I didn't want to get sick. 3,000 to 4,000 milligrams a day, divided out through the day. Another one great for muscle recovery, I always kept this in for as long as I can remember, was glutamine. It's also great for gut health and immune support. So that would keep me healthy as well. For me personally, I took 10 grams after the workout and another 10 grams before bed. Taurine. Taurine's another one. It's great for hydration, keeps your muscles full, muscle function, and nervous system support. That is a great one to keep in. Another one, actually recently, just about within the past year to year and a half, I started taking in glycine. It improves your sleep because I have a lot of problems with sleeping. So I was like, you know what, let me try anything. So I would take about 3 grams about 30 minutes to an hour before I wanted to sleep. It also supports collagen production and aids in muscle recovery. You can look all these up. And liver is very important. Anybody who's taking supplements, PEDs, my whole life, whatever I can get my hands on, back in the day, 20 some years ago, they didn't have stuff like this. They had dandelion root, they had milk thistle, that's all it was. But these days, And even closer to the end of my career, I kept as much as I could in because I wanted to keep myself healthy inside. So for liver health, this was always essentials. These few things that I'm going to mention. Live 52. It's very powerful. It actually reverses what's it called? Alcohol induced liver damage. So it's a great detoxification for the liver. Another one is milk thistle. Helps again with cleansing and protecting the liver from toxins. And with the supplements that I get, it is a combination of milk thistle and then the next two, which is dandelion root and yellow dock root. And these also help with detoxification and aids in digestion and liver function. And last but not least, I have to add this in. It's not in my cabinet because I don't have it, because now I have injectable glutathione, NAC, N-acetylcysteine. That one is great for keeping the body. It's a very powerful antioxidant. Great for keeping you clean inside, helping the liver detoxify. That one I would keep at 3,000 milligrams a day. So they usually come at 600 milligrams capsules, so 5 of those a day. Nervous system. This also goes for people who are diabetic. You want to have a very good B complex. It supports overall energy production, your nervous system as well, and your metabolic health. You want a good Bs. The ones that I take, they are so strong. Every B in there is 100 milligrams. So it's don't go get something from Walmart or Costco that have, this B has 15 milligrams and this B has 50 milligrams or this B has 25 milligrams. No, you want a good, strong B complex that all down the line is about close to 50 to 100 milligrams at least per capsule. Don't ever buy tablets. Whatever you can, don't buy tablets because tablets are so hard pressed. A lot of times, for me, this is what I do. If I resort to having whatever I have that's maybe a tablet, I'll break it up in my mouth before I swallow it, because a lot of times they're pressed so hard in production that you can't digest those pills. They're coming out in your stool. It's crazy. So, anyways, these supplements help keep me performing at my best. Even at the age that I'm at now, I still keep them in. When I was younger and I was coming up, I didn't have that much money to keep all these in. So that's why I talk about, food is number one. You want to have a variety of food. When I work with clients, I give them a variety of proteins. Vegetables, definitely need vegetables. You need your sources of vitamins to come from different sources. So different sources of proteins, different sources of vegetables. I keep a variety, and people are like, oh, can I just do chicken all day long? Yeah, you can, but I'd rather you have some, let's say, fish. Why fish? It's a great source of omega-3s. So if you're not taking that in, if you're not getting fish in, which I understand the way fish is produced these days, I really don't eat a lot of salmon anymore. I wouldn't want to touch salmon unless it's like wild, not farm raised salmon. It's terrible. So that's why you got to take in fish oil. So these are just a list of supplements I take, but what works for me may be different for you. So if you're considering adding any of these, do your own research, and if needed, talk to a professional, about what fits your goals. So anyways, guys, last but not least, at the end of this video, one of my clients, who is actually a doctor friend of mine, who I've helped him transform his body. He's a great doctor. I'm going to be listing his information, his contact information. And I actually love doctors that I can converse back and forth with. And if you all ever need any telemedicine, internal medicine, hormone balancing, this is the doctor to go to. His name and information will be at the end. Located in California. Was a client of mine, still is a client of mine, and a good friend. Known him for over 25 years. So, anyways, if you have any comments, any questions about anything in specific that you want me to talk about, leave them down below. All right. Up next week, we're going to be diving in with a bunch of other topics, dealing with adversities, strategies to overcome these adversities. We're going to touch on again a little bit of depression because a lot of people don't talk about depression, how relevant it is. Tips to overcome these, to overcome depression. I've been through it. I've successfully gotten through it and has not come back. I'll help you with tips on that. And also staying motivated, through injuries and recovery. Because I've had injuries, not injuries, but I've had surgeries where I've had to come back from. And to stay motivated, I will give you tips on that, how to just continue, how to have your mindset right to continue to go forward, even though you have these setbacks. When you have setbacks, this is a time where your mind overcomes everything. That's what we talked about earlier. But last but not least, for everybody that really does not think about this, a lot of people don't think about this, is healthy living beyond the time you're competing. When you're done competing, like I said, there's life after competition. So while you're pushing your body through the limit, you got to think, hey, listen, there's life beyond this, and how to live healthy after you're done. Anyways, guys, thank you for enjoying and staying tuned. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Anything you want me to talk about, leave comments below. And it's been a pleasure this week talking with everybody because I'm already getting comments and I love it. Keep them up, keep them coming, and wait for next week's, in a couple days, the rant for next week. Peace out, enjoy. Have a great weekend.